but it was snowing, and he couldn't take a cab. He couldn't get in touch with his son, but across the street he saw a pizza parlor. So he decided to go there, and he ordered a pizza. But something happened in his mind, and he told the pizza guy, "Would you be kind enough to drop me as well to my son's house?" So at that time, the entire thing, his mind started running because he had nowhere else to go. Nowhere else, he couldn't find a cab, he couldn't find anything. So he had to use creativity in some form or the other. So if you notice, the animal kingdom has been living the same kind of lifestyle, they've been eating the same kind of food for thousands of years, but as us humans, we have the ability to transform the world. And the engine running all of it is human creativity. Next slide, please. We are all born creative. I'm so sorry, we're all born creative. We have the ability to take an idea from one place and put it in a different place, in a completely different context. For a lot of people, you can just imagine. So, can we move to the next slide, please? Just take photography for an instant. For a lot of people, it'll just be a photograph. But it can be bent and converted into so many ways and into so many different variations of it. And us artists have the ability to communicate ideas. Have the ability to communicate ideas. We have the power to put two different things that are not together in a completely different format, and so that it fits together. But how do we harness that creativity? Creativity has nothing to do with the arts, but arts is directly related to creativity. But how do we harness it? So I came up with a few pointers for you to understand. First goes like, you need to make an effort. There'll be times nobody's going to judge you, but when you feel fear, don't let go. When you feel doubt, you're afraid of failing. But what sets us apart from the rest of us, from everyone, is the fact that we're more afraid of failing to try. So it's okay, at least give it a shot. You need to keep trying. Like I said, when you feel doubt, don't let go. Keep trying, keep experimenting, because at the end of the day, it's not the inactions, but it's not the actions, but the inactions. So you really need to reflect on yourself, and you need to see how, excuse me guys, I'm really sorry. So you really need to see how you can harness it in a better way, in a better fashion. Something happened last year that made me reflect on my work, and it was something that made me push my work even harder. Last year, I actually thought it would be the last shoot of my career. I thought I won't be able to shoot again. There'd be nothing left. So I went back. I started reflecting on myself. I started to see how I can do things differently. How can I be a little more creative when I'm not feeling creative? And what I did was, I went back to my old roots, and I started shooting how I used to shoot, but in a completely different way. Started taking my old ideas and transforming it into new ideas. That's the thing with photography. You can break old versions to create new versions of it. So I started doing that. I started getting in touch with all the people I lost touch with. I started sending my work again, and it just helped slowly to get back on track. Started traveling, and I started experimenting with pictures. Something that I usually wouldn't do. Go to a beach at 3 in the afternoon, where the sun is right above your head, or 12 in the noon, where the sun is right above your head and it's too harsh, the light is too harsh. What do you do about it? And I just said, okay, let's just give it a shot and let's just see how it goes. And yeah, so that's what I did. I started relating myself to the beach, and I started experimenting more. I started meeting new people, I started networking a lot, and I landed one of the biggest campaigns of my career, which got published at Times Square at Piccadilly Circus in London, and I was the one representing India for it, so it made me realize, gave me a little bit of hope to see that, okay, I am on the right track and I just need to keep working hard. Now, that's the campaign that made it. So, I really want you to think about how you can be more creative in your life, how you could open a window of creativity. It can be just thinking differently, like the pizza boy story, or just thinking about your mom. If there is too much salt in the food, what does your mom do? She just puts a potato inside she just puts a potato inside, that's about it. So basically the whole point is that you need to open your window of creativity and just think completely different, like the pizza boy, like that old guy who wanted to meet his son. Yeah, thank you. I know it's very short.